You take me there, you make me better. When I hold your hand, I need. Hello, and welcome to my little corner of YouTube. I am also known as Birch, and over here, we do scam baiting. We do these videos for entertainment. We do these videos for information. We just do these videos. Oh, my scammers are special little puppets in their own little way. This one wanted to dox himself all over the place. Doxed all over my computer screen. You know, one day, the sad reality is that these scammers might get smart. This one is SMRT. We'll get into it. We're just going to start off by taking a quick look at his Facebook profile, which shows all the hallmarks of scammers. I mean, it's not scammery so much that he likes random African people and Nollywood stars, but then he likes Donald Trump for president, Donald Trump Jr., President Donald Trump archived, Ivana Trump, the Biden White House archived. You do know, if you don't know, it's okay, but I'm telling you now, those accounts are all scam accounts. And then, for some odd reason, he's following a whole bunch of colleges and universities, including the Chapman University, which is a level 2 R research, high research activity, university. Wesley College, which is a woman liberal arts college. University of Rochester, which is a private research university. And Smith College, a private women's liberal arts college. I'm not quite sure what he's doing with the information on following these post-secondary institutions, but he's gaining information somehow. And then don't get me started about Franklin Graham, Fox News, along with Donald J. Trump, Kevin Bacon, Tom Hanks, all the scammer accounts. I don't know if these last two are actually scammer accounts. They might be real people, but they might be scammer accounts. His profile picture when talking to me was this, a bunch of unrealistic, weird photoshopped things all collaged together. But he had also just changed it from him being a stolen valor guy. Like he actually took this screenshot with his phone. As you can see, I left it at the top. The top of this is his phone. Whatever was on his phone, I don't know what all these apps are. But he did a screenshot of this gentleman's face and made it his profile picture to try to scam people. It's whatever. So we start with the scammer. Most likely he bought this format because he didn't even understand it, which you'll find out later. Scammer format. Hello, friend. I loved your post and I think you are a nice woman, but it's not working and I don't want to be so disrespectful by sending a request without your consent. So I decided to leave a comment here. Please send me a request so that we can be friends. Thank you. Many congratulations, comma, a bunch of roses. Now, I have mentioned before I'm dyslexic, so spelling can be hard. I'm proficient in typonese. I do typos all the time, but I typically try to correct them. But with the scammers, I just started getting frustrated because 9 times out of 10, they are people from other countries that while they might understand, they might speak English, they're pretending to be white people, generally from Hollywood, be they celebrities or what have you, and their English is broken and their English is wrong and the grammar is wrong. And that's just frustrating. I'm like, if you're going to pretend to be somebody, actually sell it a bit better. So in this light, I have decided that when I make a typo, most of the time I'll try to correct it because it drives me nuts. But sometimes I'll just let it fly because they can't make the effort for me. Why am I making the effort for them? Anyway, just so you know, I'm aware of all the typos that I have done in this video, and I've left them in there on purpose. Anyway. Sure, which post is that? I asked. What is it that's not working? I see. I guess you're having rest now. It's warm out for only being just after 2 in the afternoon. I don't blame you. Chat later. Okay, sorry if you're sad, okay? Which country are you from, if you don't mind? Sad? I asked. Sorry. Why am I sad? I asked. Okay, I thought you said you were said, okay? Says our scammer. Not sure where you got that idea from. What post did you love? And what did you mean when you said, but it's not working? His response to not sure where you got that idea from is an equally mind-blowing. When I saw your profile picture, it attracted to me. That is why I even texted you, okay? No, that's not what you says on your opening, okay? And I reminded him of his opening format. Here, you says something different. Yeah, I understand. But let's get to know each other's first, okay? Absolutely, I said. Right after you tell me what post and what's not working, okay? I never did get an answer. I'm sad to report. Or do you make a habit of saying random things that you don't need what they mean? I love the cat you posted in your post. Okay. Cat? I asked. What cat? In your post check? Question mark. My post check? I don't know what you were saying. I never posted a cat. Do you have a screenshot? But I saw a cat in your post, okay? Wait, let me screenshot it, okay? And he did, and he screenshot, and it turned out that the cat he was referencing was a meme that I had posted as my background. I don't have it as my background anymore, but that's one of the only things he can see on my page. At the top is talking about scammers. Yeah, this cat meme was just a cat pinning down another cat saying, this doesn't concern you, walk away. Can you see it now? That's the proof, okay? I'm not a liar, okay? Oh, not on a post. You were creeping my profile page. That was a meme that I had as a background picture. So then what wasn't working? I futilely tried again. His response was, okay, you mean what I'm doing for a living, right? No. You said in your opening message that you loved my post, but you think I'm a nice woman, but it's not working. So what's not working? Okay, you hate me, right? What? I said how you communicate with me. It means you dislike me, right? No, I'm asking you about something you stated. How do you figure that means I hate you? In his response to, no, I'm asking a question about something you stated, he did the scammer staple. Okay, let's forget about it, okay? But truly, I love your pictures too. But I don't know if you are single, okay? That is the problem, question mark. So not only did he do more word salad, but he did the usual let's forget about it when it's something that he can't or won't explain. You said, but it's not working, so I was asking what was. I might be able to fix it depending what it is. His response to me saying, you said, but it's not working, so I was asking what was, I might be able to fix it depending on what it is, was a weird, I love you. That's the truth, okay? Question mark. I'm not too sure about that. Seriously, I love you because your picture is attached to me. Question mark. I mean, the only picture is of random cats. Not to mention, you don't know me. How did my picture attach itself to you? I don't know, maybe it's a super picture. His response to how it attached itself to him, he said, where I saw you in my friend, I feel like texting you, so we be friends? I don't even know where to start with that. For how long have you been a fan of Trump? If you were American, you would know that. Oh. Oh. Now I feel bad. Okay, so I asked him for I sorry, I don't have the receipts here. In my editing, I completely cut it out. But I asked him for how long he has been a fan of Trump. He said for a long time. And I got after him for that, telling him how misogynistic Trump is. And back, this was done back before the Epstein stuff came out. Oh, I would have had a field day with that if I'd been talking to him now. Anyway, I'm sorry I cut all that out. There was a bit of witty banter that you missed. And then I said, if you were American, you would know that. And his response to something that you didn't see because I forgot to include it. His response to, he's a racist, misogynistic criminal that uses the Christian God as a front for all his evil doing, right? Yes, he says, some people said that, but I don't believe it, question mark. I can't answer that question for you. Either you think he's a saint who can do nothing wrong, or you know the truth. And his answer to that was, okay, but let's talk about ourselves to know each other, okay? Yeah. This is about getting to know you. I found out that you love a transphobic, woman-hating child. One that would kill any non-white person he could if he could find a legal way to do it. A man-child who thinks people's disabilities should be wiped out. Or sorry, people, I think I meant to say people with disabilities. A dictator that fashions himself off of Adolf Hitler. And then I asked, what's your favorite color? I love green and white colors. And you? Oh, white is a shade. It's the absence of color. I love purple. What are your hobbies? I asked him. Okay, I'm a civil engineer co-op I'm a civil engineering cooperative and I also have a car company. And you? That's not what I asked. What is a cooperative? His response to a cooperative is a cooperative means coming together to form a unit as one, right? Question mark. Which car company have you got? I asked. A and B Car Company. That's the name of my car company, okay? And I sell many kinds of cars? Question mark. So, an engineering coming together to form a unit as one? Must be a European thing. What's the B stand for? I asked. His response to that question was, "You now, I'm from Malaysia." But I said, "In London?" Question mark. No, I don't, Nee, you are from Malaysia. No, where did you say anything about London? The B stands for best. He never once said any fictional thing about where you're from or where you're living now. So he said, "Okay, I'm from Malaysia, but I based in London due to my work. I love London because it's good and friendly country?" Question mark. Oh. London is a country. I don't know why you are asking if it's a good and friendly country. Okay, you tell me about your country. Okay? Question mark. If you don't mind, and what are you doing for a living as you have news about me? Oh, you bet I have news about you. Well, there is more to tell you about my country than you know about your own, clearly. Do you even know anything about Malaysia? I asked. Yeah, Malaysia is among the biggest and best countries in Asia continent. Okay? Question mark. And then he sends me this. This is my Malaysian passport, okay? Question mark. I'm from Sabah in Malaysia? Question mark. But I based in London? Question mark. My country, like many, was brutally colonized by the very country you purport to be good and friendly. It was originally a penal colony, but thankfully we got up and running into something far better. It's home to some of the deadliest creatures known to man. His response to that, "Okay, I understand you?" Question mark. This is a close-up of his supposed Malaysian passport, which clearly says at the top it's an identity card. But then you see it's got the little chip, which to me looks like a bank card. Most bank cards where I am from have that little chip. And then, of course, it has Amar bin Rahman. And then it's got a P.O. box and all that jazz. But also notice how he's smiling. I could be wrong. Maybe other countries do differently, but I don't think so. Typically, for driver's license, passports, anything like that, any official document, you're not allowed to smile. You're not allowed to wear glasses. You're not allowed to have your face covered fully in order to identify you. If I'm wrong, please do correct me. I'm okay to be wrong. I'm okay if you can correct me. I'm not a scammer. So yeah, this was his information. So I looked up and it says, no, Malaysian passports generally do not use P.O. boxes as addresses for application processing or collection. Applicants are required to collect their passports in person at Japatan You know what? I'm going to say it wrong. At the immigration department. In summary, while P.O. boxes can be used for general mail, they are not used for passport applications in process in Malaysia. So, not only did he send me something that clearly said it was an identity card, then he said that it was his passport, but he also didn't seem to know that you can't use a P.O. box as part of your information for an actual passport. And so I looked up what actual Malaysian passports look like. They basically look like every other freaking passport that you can get in every other freaking country. Let's take just a closer look here. See, even she doesn't have, her face isn't fully covered. It's got all the general passport information that you would see on other passports around the world. Not a freaking identity card. Stupid scammers. But what is your hobbies and which country are you chatting from, if you don't mind? He asked. Do you understand me? You don't seem sure. I'm not sure, like how? He asks. Well, you keep saying things like a question for one. Also, why did you send me your passport? His response to sending me a passport is because I can see you are not trusting me or you hate me. You can see I am not trusting you. So again, this comes back to he's willing to dox himself to try to gain my trust. Obviously, this is not him. He's not from Malaysia. This is not him. It's all a fake. But if I didn't know that he was a scammer, his giving me information is meant to be a reverse engineering way of him being able to get my trust and information from me. Yeah, he says, about seeing that I'm not trusting him. You are. Hello? Are you angry? What happened? See, when he's actually asking questions, he doesn't use a question mark. When he's saying something, he uses a question mark. Oh my God. What? You make no sense. I'm waiting for you to explain, but you never do. Explain what, please? He asks, or says. Okay, tell me what to explain, okay? Explain what you mean by sending me random pictures, calling it your passport, then saying you did it because you can see I don't trust you. Up to this point, all I've been doing is asking questions to know ourselves better. The whole time you dodge everything I ask while asking me facts about what you are saying. Your intellect is dizzying. If I love knowing someone, I need to tell you all about myself. That is okay, but if you are not liking it, I am sorry to send it to you, okay? I now? I asked. Okay, but I hope you are not angry again. Never was angry, only confused, I said. Like, I'm confused as to why you think a bank card is a passport, or why, even thinking it was indeed a passport, would you willingly dox yourself to a stranger? That's not my bank card, okay? And it's true, like, when I first did this, all I could think of was a bank card. So I did it, I said all this stuff, but then going back over it, I could see it actually says identification card at the top. But it doesn't matter. Clearly, the card is not a passport. And then he sends me this. This is my London passport, okay? So his London passport actually looks like an actual passport, but his Malaysian passport doesn't look like a passport. Obviously, this is not actually his London passport, because again, here he is smiling. Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah, it's well, yeah, oh yeah, it's not in there properly. You can see 2nd of May, and then when it says it in French, like the 75 is all kind of a little bit blurry and doctored. Where it says citizen, it looks a little bit off. IPS, it's all kind of, it's definitely been cobbled together. Exactly how, I can't say. It's not a thing that I have a lot of knowledge about. I have enough knowledge to look at this and say it's not a legit passport. Okay. So this is my London passport. I said, but it was a bank card you sent, okay? That is my Malaysian passport, okay? No, love, they don't look like that. Just like the London passport was doctored. Not sure if you even noticed that, but the man in the 2 photos isn't a match. Plus, the pictures are doing something that you aren't allowed to do in any official government photo ID in any country, which is smile. You're not allowed to smile. So I said, you must have been sold a fake. Clearly, someone is taking advantage of you. They only made it so that you are they also made it so you are illegally in London. Interpol could snatch you up and deport you, I warned him. Oh, and it also says you're a British citizen when you are in a work visa. You aren't indeed a citizen of the UK in any way. Oh, I can see since we started chatting with Okay, I can see since we started chatting with each other, you have me so that. Let's try that again. Okay, I can see since we started chatting with each other, you have me so that for you time, okay. What? No, I'm worried for you, I said. I love you and tell you about myself, but you hated me and you refused telling me about yourself, and now you said I'm fake. Thanks for abusing me, ? Not knowing English and now being illegally trapped. It's scary. Remember, God, I said don't judge for anyone as you start judging me. No, God never says that, I replied. And now you hate me. That's why you are doing all this. Poor scammer. The Bible says, judge not unto condemnation. Fit, that is God's job. Never said you were fake. My wife died a few years ago. That's why I'm here seeking for a good woman that can love me and also take good care of my daughter, Neela, so she will be happy like other children. Just the info you're giving me is. His response to the info is fake. All I know is that I'm not a fake person, and I can never be fake because I have God-fearing in all I am doing in this life. So he has God-fearing. I don't know what God is fearing, but he's made sure that God is fearing. And you are not believing all that I'm telling you. Very bad. Sorry, oh my God. And you are not believing all I'm telling you. That very bad. Because I don't want someone to said I'm a fake person, I had it, I really feel weak and upset. Many an evil person can hide behind religion, you know. Just saying that you believe in God doesn't make you a good person. Remember, even Satan and his demons believe in God. I'm sorry you're feeling some sort of way. I won't ever try to fix things for you again, I promised. But right now, I'm not happy because I feel like you are not trusting in me, he said in response to me not fixing things. Wars are fought and people killed in the name of your God. Men steal money in the name of your God. So forgive me that you're invoking your God is meaningless words. Words without deeds are dead, I told him. And I responded to his telling me about his wife. All of this, disrespectful and disgusting. Using a dead wife and a child to manipulate feelings from a person. A proper good father would be focused on the well-being of a child, not trying to find a stranger to babysit her, which is 100% true. Ever notice that these scammers who use fake accounts and give sob stories about a dead wife and a child that needing support? The child is always in some boarding school or with some other relative, and they're always looking for a woman to take care of the child. The man himself will never take care of the child. I mean, the child's fake and doesn't exist. But still, just the thought process that these people go through, it's worrying. Like how? His response to my telling him how horrible he is. But let me know if you are hating me, okay? I never hate people. I hate what they do, okay? But are you not trusting me because all your words hard to me? Lack of trust doesn't equal hate. Plus, it is you ID that is clearly wrong. I told you that you were sold false goods, to the point where you will be behind the bars. I know there are few jails worse than Malaysian prison, but I can't imagine you want to spend any time in any jail. You need to fix your ID before it's too late. Don't want them behind the bars. But are you ready to be in a relationship with me, yes or no? Are you not worried about being late for work? I mean, I figured if he's going to ask me a nonsensical question after I'm telling him he could get arrested, I will ask him a nonsensical question after he asks for a relationship. Spending all this time talking to me, you must have got distracted. Today I need to rest. Bye, I will be headed to work tomorrow, okay? You need to rest, but you only just woke up, I said. You don't work at either job on Thursdays? Well, happy resting day to you then. I will leave you be. Don't want to disturb you. He's already disturbed. I'm off to tend to the farm anyway. TTYL. Talk to you later. Okay, but are you still hating me, if you don't mind? Not sure what you're talking about, I said. Will you accept to be my woman, please? Be my woman. Oh, that sentence angers me. We need to have coffee, maybe see a movie, enjoy a picnic, and meet the fam. Slowly, slowly, I said. Okay, what are you doing right now, if you don't mind? Well, I don't think you want to know my exact whereabouts at this second. Okay, I'm done with that now. Okay, where are you right now, if you don't mind? In the bedroom, I said. Okay, this nice. But hope you have eaten before you go to bad night. A too bad right. It's generally a given that one would eat before bed, yes. Have you eaten? Yes, I have eaten, he says. Seeing as this is almost 5 a.m. for you, I don't know why you're even awake chatting. Or did you forget what time it is? I just feel like chatting with you because now is already morning. Makes no sense. Yeah. But what is your work today, if you don't mind? What is your work today in the morning, if you don't mind? These people really tie my tongue up every time I try to read what they're saying. And by these people, I mean scammers. I suppose I'll tend to the farm as usual. May go fishing later, I don't know. I don't stress about life. Your day should be busy one soon. All the hustling and bustling on the high streets. Okay, but are you a fisherwoman, if you don't mind, please? I do like to fish, yeah. Hope work is going well. I'll talk later. And yeah, I do fish. I fish for scammers. I fish for scammers to distract them, to extract information from them, to help us all. He responded to hope work is going well. I'll talk later. He says, yeah, and I thank God. Good morning. Indeed, afternoon. What are you doing right now, if you don't mind, please? Why are you so interested, lol? Right now, I am sorting out Hello Kitty. But my friend, if you don't mind, please, are you from the United States of America? Because you look cute like U.S. women. I don't know what he means by look cute like U.S. women. I really don't. I don't know. Nope, I said. Okay, please, my friend, where are you from? Queensland, I told him. Wow. But if you don't mind, please, be my bestie and best friend. So he went from me being his woman, his babysitter, his mom to his daughter, to now I get to be his bestie. Now, that's something that happens over time, I said. Okay, but will you accept me as your good friend, please? You are thick, aren't you? You can't just become friends in an instant when you're an adult. That's the kind of thing kids do. You can't force a friendship. Okay. Hello? Yes. Then he didn't say anything. Oh, I see. Did I not get back to you in time? Was 2 minutes wait too long for you in order to hold your attention? Okay, what are you doing right now, please? Who were you distracted by that you popped in, said hi, then rudely ignored me for almost 10 minutes in total? I'm not chatting with anyone, okay? You must have been. Why else say hi, then ignore a person as they respond? I thought you didn't want to chat with me. That's why I'm scared to chat you, okay? Sure, 'cause that makes sense. If you thought that, then why bother talking? I'd say it's just excuses. It's just excuses again. See, I'm all tongue-tied. I can't even read my own typing. His response to, if you thought that, then why bother talking? He says, but please, can you tell me why you can't be friends with me? You really don't like answering questions, do you? I don't remember what I deleted. I think I decided to call him out right then, and then I deleted it, thinking better of and see if I could milk him a little bit more. Okay, what questions did you want me to answer? I asked them and you ignored them. I ignored nobody. LOL, yeah. You say that and yet ignore everything I just asked. Then you send a fake US passport, a UK passport, accuse me of trust issues when you are not yourself truthful. Funny little boy you are. Try to manipulate me with a sob story about a dead wife and random child. Bye, bye, he says. And I called him a moo 3 times, which is a fool. And I sent the waving Nigerian flag, and he was not available anymore. I do apologize. There are some parts that I was even struggling reading. Hopefully it didn't assault your ear holes too much listening to my struggling, but that was the end of that. Thank you so much for joining me on this little adventure. I could have cut it up probably into 2 videos of 20 minutes each. I am sorry if it was a little too long. If you would have preferred for me to cut it up and have 20 minutes each, let me know in the comments. Like, if you don't like long videos, let me know and I'll try to make them shorter. Myself, I like watching long YouTube videos, especially when I'm doing my laundry or doing my dishes. I hate doing dishes, so it's nice to like have a nice long program in front of me to make me forget about doing the dishes. But that's just me. Anyway, I hope you got some information out of this. And again, I hope you're having a really good new year, at least a start to your new year. You are safe, you are loved, and you're blessed. And we'll see you in the next video.